out. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is fine. Just make sure they don't get too in your face.
Should I kind of have my bangs out?
I think you should try to have your bangs out.
Because I'm wearing this hat and I was last week as well.
You've really been cosplaying a lot as a straight guy with your backwards hats.
I think I'm just like being myself. And if you internalize just a guy wearing a shirt and a hat as straight, I think you got to unlearn
that behavior. Okay.
Okay, hi guys.
Okay, literally hi. You guys have to understand something, that Zach never wore a hat for like this 6 years I've known him.
7.
And then the 7th year,
I started
you
wearing
started
hats.
wearing hats. And that's been something that like no one's really talking about, how I'm processing that, how I'm digesting that. And I have to say, like, it changes a lot.
I have to say one thing in a big way is I read one article, and by reading the article, I do mean I watched a YouTube video of a headline, and I didn't even watch or read.
Yeah.
Okay, and it said hats make men go bald. I glanced at that, and then forever and always I said to myself, hats make men go bald.
But the crazy thing about you is that you are always thinking you're going bald, except you are this Italian man with the thickest, longest hair.
See, I want to be.
I'm going bald.
Well, yeah, but you get to wear extensions.
I love. Have you been seeing my new extensions?
I love when you put extensions in because it reminds me of my mom.
Yeah, I actually was hanging out with a comic and he was like, "Your hair looks amazing." I go, "Thanks, they're clip-ins." And he goes, "Oh my god, my mom wears clip-ins."
Oh.
This is the thing about clip-ins.
Yeah,
this is the thing.
Get
and there's
into it.
no other things. This is the one thing about clip-ins. You wear them all through high school. You're curling your clip-ins, bitch, and then you take a break. Then you go through your 20s and you go, I want to be natural. And then you're about to be 30 and you go, can't be natural anymore.
Clip-ins.
That's a wrap. Clip-ins.
Well, you should always be doing clip-ins and not that sew-in one. That one sounds macabre.
I actually got the ones that like, what was it called?
Do you think I know?
They like glued. Oh God, fuck! Bumpits are so good.
Remember that? Yeah, I organically was watching the Bump It commercial from 2002, and I remember looking at the Bump It commercial in second grade, being like, "Normal commercial, would never think twice."
Had no questions.
You see it now; it looks like an SNL spoof. It looks hilarious. It like shows a woman with beautiful hair, and it goes Bump It, and then she looks ridiculous. Then she looks like a clown, a crochet clown. She looks terrible.
Do you remember those things? This just reminded me of that you would go bump it, twist it, flick it,
bop it.
Bop it. Bop-its are so fun. Why don't we have those anymore?
I don't know.
I think they never went away, and at any moment you could buy one.
I'm gonna buy one.
We should get one for this room.
Our mutual friend Savannah DeZormo, when she was staying with me for a month or so, she eBay bought a Bop It, but it didn't work. So she spent it on a broken Bop It, but she was determined to find one.
Wow!
So shout out to Savannah.
Shout out to friend of the pod, Savannah.
I can't imagine anything better for a house guest to bring than a I was like, Bop it, twist it, pull it. Like,
do you remember when you would play by yourself and you were like, if I don't beat my score, I'm killing myself.
Well, there's also like regular Bop It and then like Bop It Extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, Bop It Extreme. That was the 4-prong one that had spin it, flick it. Oh, that one was good. Spin it, flick it. I just want to jump back, kind of like two chapters.
Jump back.
Reverse. Okay. We got to start saying that. Every time we want to go back to a point.
We got to start saying that.
I feel psychotic today. I feel literally foaming at the mouth like I was given like an adrenaline shot like Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction.
Yes,
I want to do that to
her. You should.
I want to. Can't you see us doing that? Like Gabby overdosing and me being like, "Oh my god!"
And I'm like, "What happened?
I need to go to Sweetgreens.
I need salad. I
need Greek goddess dressing.
Chicken Caesar.
And I get you to Sweetgreens. You have it, and then
I'm fine. And I'm like, "What happened?"
And you're like, "Oh, I'm fine now." I'm fine.
I
mean, I don't even think I need to put adrenaline in that. Just
it could be like honestly like coconut water. And I'm like, oh my god.
I feel fine. I feel amazing.
I feel really good.
Okay, reverse. We were talking about balding. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to talk about my hair because you went off about your clip-ins.
Okay, you brought them up. Let it be known.
I know. Sorry to shame you on that. But
Literally
I just got to say,
me.
you were like, you have thick hair. And yes, every guy in my family has really thick hair. The only people who lose their hair are the women with alopecia. I don't know why.
No, it's literally because I've already talked to your mom and your auntie about this. It's because we've gotten so many rounds of different kinds of extensions that it's not alopecia. It's actually just us ripping our own hair out.
Like plucked like a chicken. Like
literally bald spots from just searing fake hair into our skull.
Okay, well, my mom tried to weaponize her alopecia, being like, because I'm stressed because of you. And I was like, I was like, easy. I bet.
Is awesome.
I bet, but you need to drive me to school now. I missed the bus again.
It is so cool being a mom and being like, everything's your fault. Everything is your fault.
My mom loved to weaponize a bad mood against me. Okay, I just want to say, ow.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I had a flashback. No, okay.
Ow,
so every man in my family, even the old men, have full hair, and so you think I'd be safe. My oldest brother.
I knew you were gonna bring him up.
My oldest brother, love him. Shout out. Health Bent. He's actually a really awesome, amazing. Wow, I'm gonna roast him, but he is an amazing personal trainer. He
and dad.
trains and dad.
And he has a puppy.
And he has a dog. Okay.
Here's the thing.
My
he's
brother's
doing better
really well.
than you in life, so you're allowed to roast him.
That is true. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
He has a child who's perfect, and he has a great fiance who I love.
Who also has a child that's cute.
Who also has a child who's perfect. He lives a perfect life. He even trains women in powerlifting, so he's not toxic.
He's actually not toxic.
He's not
you
toxic.
would look at Zach's brother and you would say, right off the bat, toxic.
You'd be like, okay, court of
my
law.
God.
Bring this guy in a court of law.
Literally, I don't want to be alone in a room with him.
No,
right?
no. Do you think I ever do? No, hell no. He beats the shit out of me every time I see him.
No, hell no.
I grew up with him slamming my skull against his own forearm. Okay, that was, I would say, every day as me as a kid. That's why I can't think good.
Think good. Isn't that insane, actually, and genuinely, how much our siblings would just beat the living shit out of each other?
Shit.
I would drag, when my little brother was a baby, I would drag him down the stairs, head hitting every stair. And where were my parents?
I literally, I know my mom, I guess, was just working, and she was like, yeah, sure, the oldest brother can watch him. My two older brothers would play this game that they'd call Mafia, where they'd just burst in my room and pretend like I owed them money and beat the shit out of me. And I'd be like, I don't have it. I don't have it. They'd be like, you know what that means. Where's the money? And I'm like, and they would beat the shit out of me all day. Because my mom wasn't there.
That is so funny. Mafia is a game, but they were like, I know a better game.
Yeah, they were like, I need $100. And I'm like 7, being like, I don't have it. I don't have it. I only have these Chuck E. Cheese coins and a Monopoly money.
money.
They beat the shit out of me. So I could roast him. He's bald.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is crazy to me. That when everyone is saying yes to hair, his body is saying no.
His body's saying no.
Well, you know that balding for men comes from the mother's side of the family. It doesn't matter if you're dad or your grandpa or whatever. It's through your mom's lineage.
But my mom's dad
full head of hair?
And he's 80.
Okay.
He does take a lot of multivitamins. That's kind of his whole thing.
Does your mom have any brothers?
No, only sisters.
Only sisters.
It's a family of women. Okay,
I was
raised
the hottest women you'll ever see in your life, and one's blonde and one's brunette. Isn't that awesome?
And one has white hair because it's my nana.
Because you need one of each.
Yeah. It's super cool.
Or it's not a real family.
Or it's not the full collection.
I would say I am
Gotta catch 'em
so
all.
glad that I am sort of a Venn diagram splice. Shout out that movie. Splice. I am a splice between the very gorgeous, I would say almost elven women of my family. They look amazing. And then my dad's side, I would say, is fucking looks like orcs. Okay, I would say
they really do.
Wildebeest orcs. Okay, and when you crossbreed those, you get really orcish elves, and then you get one elvish orc. You know what I mean? And that's me. And that's sort of me. My two older brothers, I'd say, would be orcish elves. I'm an elvish orc. I just think
I've never heard you say that. That's so funny.
It just came to me.
That's really good. It is when you see you and your siblings side by each, the grizzled nature of your brothers, you are so clearly the gay famous one. Do you know what I mean?
I can't believe how obviously I'm gay.
It's crazy when you look at your family, you go, ding, 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 there's the star.
You go, there's the star, and star is a synonym, let's all say it together, for
star.
Gay.
Yeah. I did not know where he was going with that.
Yeah, no, it's everyone.
That's so interesting. I knew for sure he was going to say gay.
I just said star again.
Star equals star.
Star is a star.
No, but that's what I would say. I am like a cross, like a half orc, half elf, but in a good way.
Okay, I hear you. I would say both my parents are just like two women. Just two women.
Two full
brunette women, kind of woodsy at their core. And then me and my siblings are elvish model. No, we're like from Pleiades. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Pleiades.
Yeah, there's that. There's a myth that there's a planet that all the blonde people can. It's like a racist. It's like a Nazi myth.
Wait, I did not know in the Nazi cinematic universe there was like another planet.
I actually don't know if it's Nazi or racist. It's probably
it's Scientology.
It's Scientology, yes. Because one time,
which is like I assume racist.
It can't be good. It can't be good.
I bet it is.
Did I ever tell you about the story where I was at a fundraiser with Hillary Clinton, where the gay guy farted in front of her, and then he came up to my table later on and said that me and my dad and my mom were from Pleiades?
Fucking hell yeah to that gay guy to fucking rip ass.
To literally rip
in front of I'm with her.
Literally to rip actual ass next to Hillary Clinton. You keep changing it and just don't. And to this man, I've definitely told this story before because it's one of these stories.
Yeah.
I was at a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton for some reason. I was 17. My parents were whatever age, and it was for something. So we're going to meet Hillary Clinton, and we're in line. It's crucial to know that I'm 17.
I know, but the thing that made me laugh is like never in a story when you like, do I need to like tell people my parents' age at the time?
I realized that halfway through.
I was 17. My mom was like 43, I think.
Like 40,
doesn't matter.
48. We're in line. We're in some sort of What was she? The Secretary of State?
She was the Secretary of State.
Yes.
And the First Lady.
It was when she was the Secretary of State. I wasn't...
Secretary.
No, it would add up to when she was the Secretary of State.
Yes.
Based on the fact that you were 17.
I was 17. I was not a child when she was First Lady. It was Secretary of State, and she was in the State Office. What is that called? House of State. The State
Representative House.
The
Temple of Law.
The Law of Temples.
The House of Representatives?
No, where the Secretary of State goes?
The council tower. I wish I could name it.
I don't know what their office is called, but I can look it up.
Department of State. I bet you it's that one. Whatever.
Wow, they should have us name these buildings because I would call it like the Tower of Justice.
Okay, so I was in that building because, I don't know, my dad was donating a piano or something, and we're meeting Hillary Clinton, and we're in line. You have to wait in line like she's fucking the Jonas Brothers to meet her, right? And everyone's watching as each person gets their picture taken with Hillary Clinton. So there's one person in front of my family, and it's this gay guy. This tall, rich-looking gay guy, white hair, gay, skinny, good-looking, but gay.
Yeah. And you've definitely said this story before.
Yes. Yeah. And he goes up and he poses next to Hill and he rips ass. This is an old building with high ceilings. That fart is shooting around the room.
It's probably still in the atmosphere of that building.
Literally still literally like that ghost in the bathroom from Harry Potter.
Moaning
Myrtle. You still hear that fart from the past.
That girl was
in that
thirsty.
Building. She was honestly a rapist.
She was giving like rapey girl cell vibes.
Rapey girl cell.
Girl cell.
So this guy rips ass. We all look over and we're like, and Hillary Clinton, like the professional she is, didn't even flinch. She was like, nice to meet you.
She's like, I've seen way worse on Epstein's Island, bitch. You cannot shake me.
You think that fart will rattle me, bitch?
I've seen bones as a chandelier. Okay.
I've put people in a cage of bones.
Okay. I don't give a hell. I don't give a hell. Okay.
I don't give a hell.
I'll rip ass. Okay?
I'll rip ass. You think you could fart loud? I bet you I could fart louder.
I'm a woman in a pantsuit. Yeah, I can fart.
I farted. Every woman in a pantsuit is ripping ass. Okay.
Well, since you wear a pantsuit, you're like, oh, I understand what it is like to be a guy. Yes. I'm going to start ripping ass.
when you put on a pantsuit, you go, okay, this is what it's like to be a guy. So this guy rips ass, and then, we move down the line to take the picture. I'm like this next to her. Like, no. Did anyone hear that? We're not going to talk about that. And then later on, we were at some LGBTQ benefit,
Allies.
if you could believe it, allies. And we were sitting at the table quiet like allies should. And this gay fart guy just waltzes up to the table, sits down right next to me, and he goes, "Did you know in a past life you were your parents' parents?" And I went like this. I'm listening. And then he proceeded to tell me we were all from Pleiades, my family.
Oh, wow. I would say run from that man. I would say he does not give me good vibes.
I'm not going to lie. I don't remember anything else from that night.
Sketchy. And that man was me. No, okay.
And I would one day have a podcast with that man.
I just realized that we haven't even introduced the podcast. No, we are 30 minutes in.
Actively. Okay, so literally hi. This is Le Podcast.
That is Gabby Bryan.
That's Zach Senior.
This is a podcast about wellness for models.
And health. This is a podcast for bots and a podcast for models. No other people.
And everyone in between.
Which is literally everyone else. While you're here, why don't you click subscribe if you're on Apple or Spotify? And while you're also here, why don't you leave us a little review? There are some reviews coming in on Apple. I've noticed.
You have? Oh my God.
I've noticed that people are leaving reviews, and we appreciate that as all hell, and we will be posting them. And then also, we've been doing an extra 10 minutes for Patreon members only.
Yeah, only it's behind the veil, and we're toxic. You think this is bad.
You think this is bad? If you get behind that paywall, bitch, you will be literally clutching your pearls.
If we put what we say behind our paywall before our paywall, this podcast would be on CNN.
Yeah,
okay,
they'd be these two Trumpies.
Yeah, they would be like, these people need to go to jail.
Get these two criminals behind bars.
Yeah. And we would say to that, hell yeah. Okay?
We would say, finally, some press.
Oh yeah, we need press. And you know what they say? Bad press is press.
All press is good press. That's what you meant to say.
No, but this is a modeling podcast where we talk about the ins and outs of the modeling industry.
I have an itch inside my ear. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
You know what I really want to do? Get one of the those super ear cleanings.
Oh, like the candle when they burn a candle?
I don't know. I just feel like, why does our body not just expel all of our earwax naturally?
You don't use Q-tips, though.
I don't really use them that much.
So
I just use my headphones.
Why don't you just, instead of getting a crazy ear cleaning, why don't you just clean them?
Because isn't it famous that ear twigs are not good?
I've had this conversation with him so many times. Q-tips. There's so many days I could put on record that Zach and I have talked about Q-tips. I mean, at this point, you know what I'm going to say.
It's called a Q-tip.
It's called a Q-tip, and you use it every day.
But it comes out of my mouth so easy. My family growing up would call Q-tips ear twigs.
It's not about...
That's horrific. That's the first time I've ever heard that in my life.
It's so crazy, ear twigs.
You said it, and I thought you were joking, and now I see the sincerity in your eyes.
It's that's why I say that, and Q-tips is hard for me to say, because I'm
It's not about you calling them Q-tips or ear twigs or whatever.
Ear twigs sound so natural.
It's about you not using them.
You're right. Yeah, that is very big. I remember when we were with my mom and she was like, there's a problem if you have to use 10.
Because he doesn't use them day to day, and then he uses 40 in a pop. It's disgusting.
Oh my God. Don't make all these girlies listening think I'm gross. I use my headphones. Okay.
You have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to keep fighting with each other, and then we're moving on. Okay.
I think Gabby's being a bitch. I think that honestly, if you look into my ears, they don't look gross.
You're so sensitive. You're so literally insane. Zach's ears, the inside of his ears this is a global tragedy amongst all men that they do not clean their ears unless they're psychopaths. The only men cleaning their ears are legit serial killers, and every other man is just the gunk.
I don't see it, so how am I supposed to? I remember growing up, my mom, every day, my mom.
You literally douche your asshole.
You can feel it. You can feel when your ears are clogged and dirty. It feels great.
I feel like I don't. Maybe that's why I can't hear. No, my mom.
Okay. That's why I'm literally cranking the headphones up to 30 for you.
All right, we have to end the episode so we can take Zach to the hospital.
No, I remember my mom growing up. She was like, for someone who's so obsessed with his appearance, you really should clean your hair.
That's so true.
But you don't notice. Unless you do and you don't say anything.
I've said something so many times.
So you're saying every single day, I'm mad at you.
Okay, the fight is over.
The fight is
Okay,
over.
I
And see
forgive
that,
you.
and see how quickly, and take back what you said. My ears are not always gross.
They're not always gross. They're not.
I swear. Okay.
Why do I have to take back what I said and you don't have to take back what you said?
What, calling you a bitch?
Yeah.
I'm doubling down on that, actually.
You both have to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. One time we there was an old producer of this podcast who was our enemy, and we one time Zach and I got into a fight with each other about a broom,
Yeah.
and it was like 0 to 60 fight. We're
Like out of nowhere.
literally scream, and this pathetic girl,
Oh, yeah.
honestly, is sitting on the couch, and Zach and I literally
Scared.
shaking.
Yeah. She was
And
so
Zach
shook.
and I are like, oh, okay, so you're gonna come in my house. You're gonna come in my
Yeah,
house.
I was like, you don't have to be such a bitch.
I'm like, oh wait, when you're screaming, go away.
Zach likes to put it more in his mouth when he gets louder. He's
Oh,
like,
sorry.
"Yeah!"
Sorry, I have a lot of passion when I
that.
do my art. Okay, this is art.
It was crazy how Zach and I fight like two sisters, two twin chihuahuas, and then 2 minutes later we're like, "You want to get a sandwich?"
Yeah, no, I remember we were fighting, and then we were like, okay, and then we were like, I'm ready to do the episode, and she was like, are you guys okay?
Oh, Zach left the room, and she goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And I literally was texting, and I went, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of your guys' fights. I feel like mom.
Yeah.
No, it's totally
and
fine.
It's, you go to your corner and you go to your corner and then you're going to apologize and then we're going to do what are you serving?
Well, just
Oh, he has more.
I have more. I'm mad
know.
at her. No, it's the same thing as the other. I think a lot of people aren't used to bickering fights because the other day we were at a pizza place and we were talking about our future plans in Europe.
Oh my God.
Okay, and Gabby said something that was against what I thought was happening, and I wasn't mad.
Wait, what?
When you were like, remember when you're like, I have to leave halfway through?
Oh yeah, Zach was mad at me.
I wasn't mad. I was sad, and you have to allow me to pout.
Yeah,
I'm allowed
people
to-
don't understand that.
I'm pouting, and then afterwards, one of our friends was like, "Whoa, you and Gabby were fighting," and I was like, "Our bond can never be broken." I was like, "We had a disagreement, and I'm allowed to pout at her." Nothing in this goddamn world. What we have is indestructible,
Literally, Zach could punch me in the face, and I would say thank you.
and I have, and she has.
How do you think I got this nose? Okay. Was it Jenny?
I want a nose job, but my dad said, "Punch me."
hit me.
It was Jenny.
It was Jenny. That's so funny because Jenny was like, "Guys, stop fighting," and we were like, no.
No.
One time, Zach and I went to a music festival, and we what were we on?
We were on mushrooms.
We
were just
we
drunk.
actually drank about 80 ciders each, so we had that demonic drunk that's sugar and beer at the same time.
Yeah, it's like all in the cheeks. You know?
And yes, it's like red cheeks, like Christmas cheeks,
Yeah.
you know? And we were with our
Snow Kiss.
a Snow Kiss cheeks and cute button nose. And we were with
It's like one of those the Puffs commercials.
Oh, fuck,
with
I
those
love that
those
little kid.
animated twinks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We've got to focus. We've got to focus.
Okay, let me just tell the story.
You're going to finish it and
This
then
is
we're
it.
going to do what are you serving?
We've got to focus. We were with our friend Dana, friend of the pod, but who's not a comedian, is our friend from college. And
She has a beautiful life where she just lives her life. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
jealous.
amazing. She's standing in front of us. We're watching a concert. Zach and I are scream crying at each other. To this day, we cannot remember what we were fighting about.
What was it about?
But we were literally like, I don't even think about ignoring my feelings. Like literally like
we
that.
have no idea what
We
you're
have
saying.
no idea what we were fighting about. And Dana turned around and goes, "Guys, stop fighting." And we went like this.
No! We literally, it like almost was like you made us stop fighting because we both were like, no.
What? We can't fight?
No, we're gonna finish this. We're gonna see this through.
Yeah, can't remember what it was. Okay, so what are you serving, Zach? What do you say?
Okay, does everyone want me to know?
Yeah.
Oh, want me to know what I'm doing? Okay, here we go. First we go, I am serving you, you know the M&Ms store?
Fuck yes.
You know you walk into the M&M store and you go, okay, branding. Okay.
One of the best. Did you know that the person who created M&Ms was the son of the Hershey's guy, and he wanted to do his own thing, and he created M&Ms?
Jesus fucking
How do I know
Christ.
that?
How do you know that?
How do I know that that's
are,
true?
You are literally a Snapple facts incarnate.
I'm actually not. I famously know nothing about anything.
But
that's
you know,
usually
you know fun facts that would be count as Snapple facts, I would say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you open it and you're like, okay, a flamingo's leg is the width of a pencil or some bullshit. Like,
I don't think that's me. I think that's you.
that was good.
Did you know that if you Google the old green M&M, okay, I only know Snapple facts about M&Ms. If you Google the old green M&M, the really hoary, slutty one, it
R.I.P.
said that it described what she was wearing, and it said she is wearing white, hot, on-the-go boots. It said that on the M&M's website.
Because they have stats before everybody before everyone got so sensitive and absolutely like made them
M&Ms
all
are
like not sexy. Listen, I don't know if Eminem knew. Every guy in the world wanted to fuck that green M&M. They wanted to bang it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was like half your marketing. I'm sorry.
Also, if you go on the M&M website, yeah, I've clearly been on there more than once, and each M&M does have like a breakdown. Like, you know when an actor does a backstory for no one other than them?
Yeah.
If you go, each M&M is like, he's a professor at Brown, and he grew up in Connecticut. Like, there's an unnecessary backstory to every M&M.
Well, all of them have a personality type. So we have the yellow, which is dumb. Okay, the boy ones, and then there's the girl ones, and it's all the yellow is dumb. He's the dumb dopey one.
How do you know this?
Because I read the website because I was with you when we looked at that. And I like actually absorbed the information.
Okay, was that a blonde joke?
Yellow.
I told you both to stop fighting.
Okay, you're right. But I do want to say, so the yellow one is the dumb.
Oh my God.
The yellow one is dumb. Okay.
Yeah, you.
Me. The red one is angry. You. Okay.
A little.
The yellow one is dumb. Red is angry. Blue is cool. He's like cool and aloof.
Oh.
And then the orange one is he's like the body horror crazy one.
What?
His personality is that he has a pretzel inside him and no one believes him. And so he's like
Wait, he's the one who's
body horror.
It's crazy.
He's like, I feel it. No, I feel it. It's like in me.
Shut up! You're such a fucking liar.
Everybody's like, easy. You're exaggerating.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
So those are all the personality types of men, I would say. Crazy body horror, cool. Angry and dumb, right? We could all agree. Those are all men's archetypes.
I love the idea of an orange in a padded cell.
He's like,
there's a pretzel.
And then
cut me open. Get me open.
When I die, please
When I die, tell them the truth.
cut me open. And then the other two are the girls, and I would say they are every archetype of a girl. We have the green, which is whore,
And the brown.
which is
Smart.
UN ambassador. That is what her role is. The brown M&M is a UN ambassador.
That's on the website. That's on
on
her
the
breakdown
website.
on the website. And then the green M&M is wearing white hot on the go boots.
Huge stripper lips. Okay, lips to hell.
Lips to the gods. There's only two kinds of girls, truly.
Honestly, we could all be like.
I agree with that.
It's like that's like feminist, like
Yeah.
whore and UN ambassador. Like, and some are both.
Who is she sitting there at the UN with? Like a bunch of Skittles?
I don't know. No, I think like humans, because humans are. I think there's.
Oh, I pictured other candy.
No, they like walk among us.
Right.
That's so
Right.
scary.
That really is the lore with M&Ms, that they're like in the community.
Like they are alive. They walk around, and no one talks about it.
They're our neighbors.
We all know an M&M.
Everyone's 6 degrees away from an M&M.
So I would say back to what I'm serving is sort of an M&M store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a store, but it's all me. It's everything is me. They have me measuring cups. They have me rulers, me stencils, me graphic tees. They have me everything. Okay, and everyone from all around the world. It's in Times Square.
Obviously.
It's in Times Square. Everyone from all over the world comes. They buy a little T-shirt and then they take a picture next to a big like taxidermy me like that's like
Taxidermy. That means you're dead and they stuffed you.
it's in my will. And then so everyone.
One day I'll have my own store and my dead body will be on the step and repeat.
And then there'll be like TikToks. It's like, do not leave New York City without stopping by the Zach store. And getting a picture with the authentic actual Zach. They stuffed him. He's really his eyes. They made their beads now.
If you look closely, his eyes follow you.
So I'm serving you that.
What flavor of candy would you be?
I've been thinking about this for more than you can think because I think a lot of people can really be candy or chocolate different.
Literally completely different.
Completely different. There's candy and there's chocolate. Okay.
And there's a wall that we built between them.
Okay. There's no in between. And everything that's tried to be in between, think about it. There is nothing.
Literally.
What, a raisinette? No.
Raisinets are not even in those two categories.
It's literally a different thing.
That's
Why
in
did
Misk.
I say that?
That's in Misk.
No, I would say the only thing is a Tootsie Pop. Is the only thing that tries to fuse chocolate and candy, and I hate it.
And it doesn't work.
Give it up.
A Tootsie Roll or a Tootsie Pops?
A Tootsie Pop, right? They're
also,
disgusting.
those commercials, that owl was such a fucking pervert.
He was a perv.
That owl was a perv.
He was a fucking
literally
pervert.
Watching little kids. Okay, Epstein. Literally watching little kids suck on lollipops and being like, "You're almost there,"
and then taking it out of their hands and eating it with one bite. Like, ew.
Eating the rest of it. Literally, what?
Whoa. Oh, conspiracy. Okay, I'm serving you I love life. Okay, I'm serving you winter. We just passed the middle of winter, which is 2 days ago.
We did. It's been the coldest it's ever been.
I know. The Farmer's Almanac. Yeah, I look at it. Okay, the Farmer's Almanac, because I bet they're hot. Who's ever in the Farmer's Almanac tower? I
get their newsletters.
You do?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I looked at it and it said that 2 days ago, February 4th was the middle of winter. So that means, guys, the worst is over. And I'm serving you the first little seed that opens it sprouts its first little green little nub. Okay, and that little nub is snaking its way up, and just you wait. Just you wait.
You fucking
the
wait.
potential in that seed can feed a village. Okay, and that is what I'm serving you.
Oh my God, you're in a really good mood. Zach got a manager. That's why Zach got a manager, and that's what that is. He's like, I'm gonna have my own store. I'm gonna feed a generation.
I'm gonna feed a generation of women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that.
Grains.
You know what comes from a seed? Salad. Do you want to know what I'm serving?
Go.
I'm serving you wake up to lights turning up, blasting you in the face, like, and it's like a bunch of lights, and you realize that you're in the middle of a stadium, and you have to sing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh my God.
And you're literally a comedian. Like, you don't sing, but you look down and you're in a little outfit that's white hot on the go boots, like you're ready to dance, and you have background dancers who are like 2, 3, 4, and you have to do it. And then it turns out, and you're like, oh my God. And turns out you watch the replay. Yeah, there's replay, and you killed it. But you had no idea what you were doing.
You're still shaking like, does everyone have a phone? Like, where are we after you're done?
What year is it? Yeah, you absolutely kill it. But you are like blacked out trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, of course. It's like the most stressful moment of your life.
Yeah, like you are like your hair falls out, alopecia.
Yeah, alopecia style.
I'm serving you a beautiful Zen garden at a country home. And you're out there in a flowing little dress. And yeah, this is circa the Pam doc, obviously. I saw her in that dress and that cowboy hat, and I said, yeah, she'll be just fine.
She'll be just fine.
She'll be just fine. But you're in your Zen garden and you're picking your tomatoes, and you go inside and you make yourself a little fresh salad from your own harvest.
She does
and
that.
You eat it.
She does that.
And you go, honestly, I want to check Twitter. Like, I'm a little bored. But so we're going from high stress to low stress to wanting more stress.
Yes,
do you see that? Do you
like
see
addicted
that?
to the cycle of stress?
Yeah, being like, I can't even live in the calm because I'm not done yet.
Wow, this is a lot about what you're going through.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Feeling like you're overwhelmed by so many things, but then like looking back and being, well, I crushed it.
Yeah, I did crush it.
I crushed it, but like it was thrown upon you.
Yeah. And then I go for a calm for 2 seconds and I go, I'm not done yet. There's still a light in me.
You're like, I want to give everything up, but I want 100,000 subscribers.
Yes. This is what I really want. I want to be in a gorgeous country house. That's what I'm serving. A gorgeous country house in like upstate, Hudson, even Connecticut. I'll do Connecticut.
Do it for me.
I will. And I have my garden and I have all this stuff. And then you're in the backyard and you follow me through the house, AD style, you know? And I'm like, this is the piano room. Like that's, you know?
You don't play.
I do a little. And this is the library. And then I go onto the front porch and there's 300 paparazzi. and you see the world. I'm serving you.
You would love if the British press was obsessed with you. Like in
I
a way that
don't want the American press obsessed with me by any means. I want the toxic, demonic British press to try to come for me.
You know how like in the I know we have to talk about the Pam. I'm going to jump sort of reverse back to the Harry and Meghan. Remember when he was like, don't wave at them because they're saying you love it. I'm like, I would be jumping, like, crowd to get closer and be like, hi, do you guys have any questions? Like doing that dance. Yeah, I'm fucking with you guys. I'm fucking with you guys.
I'm royal. I can't do that anymore. This is so weird.
So, like, what do you guys want to know? Like, they told me a lot of shit.
Like, no, it's like crazy.
You know they get all their money from the slave trade?
Did you know that?
Did you know that? I found that out.
Anyway, pretend like I never said anything.
Cameras are looking at you like...
And that's what I'm serving. Honestly, I feel like that says it all.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
You know what we have to talk about?
What?
The World Spa.
We do? Yes. You went to the World Spa for your birthday.
Is that the real next chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah. That we have, yeah.
I wish, like, you know how in sometimes movies, like every like time there'll be a chapter. I just kept
I just looked at you and I literally went, that's my best friend.
You know, in movies, like when they're broken up into chapters, like when it'll like fade to black and it'll be like chapter 3, the
Lost
crossing.
in New York.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. I want this podcast to do that.
The World Spa.
Yeah, like
And a page flip.
World Spa. Me,
Snow.
I just want everyone to know that I am blessed in this world by having some of the best friends on earth. Okay? Jennifer Coolidge, she said it herself because when she was accepting an award, she said, you know, or maybe it was an interview. I don't know. I'm out of the zeitgeist.
I literally love her.
She was like, my only skill in this world is surrounding myself with some of the best friends in the world. And I was like, holy crack in hell.
Holy crack and
holy crack. I'm smoking crack. That was so amazing. I feel like I'm on crack today. By the way, I just said something and my blood just started moving like I did crack. I did crack by accident once.
So did I.
Or it was meth, I think.
I smoked crack on accident once.
I was in a... Was your producer was just like...
Ladies. We're talking about the World Spa. If you start diving into
I smoked crack.
So we went to the World Spa, but one time I accidentally smoked a crack.
It's like herding cattle. It's like herding cattle sometimes. I'm like, no.
I was in Miami and I was trying to find weed, but the weed I found was methy. All right.
It's like two little kittens that got under the bed, you know, and we're like...
And I'm just like, keep pulling you out, but then you keep tumbling back under the bed. And I'm like, we're talking about the World Spa.
We're talking about the World Spa, not the drugs that we've done on accident.
Or on purpose. I've never done it on purpose. I would never. It makes you ugly.
Totally.
But I would do coke. But okay.
Okay.
Because coke is a pretty girl drug. Sorry. Lizzie is staring at daggers at my soul. I have a lot of the most amazing friends in the world.
Yeah.
And my friends, including Gabby Bryan,
Hi.
went ahead and brought me for my birthday last week to World Spa in New York City, Brooklyn.
New York City, Brooklyn. There is a spa called the World Spa, and you go in there. And I do want to be clear, it's just fine. But we had the best time because we're the closest of friends.
What do you mean it's just fine? I thought it was an amazing.
No, it was amazing.
You just undersold it after I just fucking...
It was amazing, but I'll take you to more spas and you'll get to compare and contrast. It was a great
There's more
spa.
spas that are above and beyond, but it's really about who you surround yourself with. Because I could be in a dingy little cave and me and my friends would be doing bits all day.
Yeah,
okay?
we were in, a lot of it felt like, when you go to a hotel and there's like an indoor pool and it's like you're like, I got to go in. because I'm with my friends, but I would never go in alone. It was a lot of that.
Wow, did you not have fun?
No, I had fun. I thought we were rating the spa.
We're talking about the spa experience. I would love to know what you guys did within the actual spa. Like walk us through it. So like you walk through the front door.
I guess I shouldn't. Maybe you should. They're gonna like call me and be like, "Hey,
what the hell?"
We're trying to get a sponsorship here, Gabby.
What the hell?
Wipe that from the record. Gabby had a blast every time.
I think all criticism is good criticism. But what did you do at the spa?
So just to give you what it was, so it's like this huge building, okay, and you walk in, there's no windows, so it's almost like you're in another world. There is like 100 different rooms that are a different ecosystem of spa. So there's a hot sauna, there's a hotter sauna room, then there's a aromatic sauna room. Then
that's my favorite one.
I like that one a lot. Then there was a steam room. There was little pools all over.
A cold plunge, 2 cold plunges, 2 hot tubs at different levels of hot.
Mid-water, which was just like water mid-temp.
It was a pool.
It was crazy.
It was a hotel pool. And then there's you could get a little cocktail.
And there was a jacuzzi. There was a super hot pool.
There were like shower. This was the most erotic part for me, is that there's just like showers in the middle of it.
You didn't really have fun.
Wait.
We took a little bit of mushrooms, but Gabby didn't because she had to drive.
And I regretted it.
And maybe that's what because then I was like, that was the best experience of my life.
No, I had a great time, but I'm saying what I really liked was that you walk down the halls and there's these saunas, and I love a sauna.
Yeah, of course.
But there's also just showers open.
Abound.
Just the spout. And you're just showering in the middle of the hallway while people walk by. And
was it one of those spas where you can be completely naked?
No.
Or
no, that was we did say the one note we had was that it was not sexual, and all of us were horny.
Yeah, we were trying to make it sexual, and it wasn't. But
there was like in the middle, there was this restaurant. You can order a cocktail. You can
get
a Greek salad. It was amazing. And there was a snow room that was really just sort of a visual.
There was a room that was just like snow piles and snow falling, and we were like, okay, Broadway.
Yeah, it literally looked like a set piece. It looked awesome.
Was it cold? Was it a cold room?
It wasn't even
that cold. It was fully
cold.
snow.
But it was like you went in and you were like, okay,
could be colder. The cold plunge is colder.
Yeah.
Well, there was piles of snow everywhere, and you just like walked in the room and just like stood around the piles of snow, and I'm like, there should be more chairs in here. And then so you sort of take the snow and rub it on your body after you get out of the thing. There was that Himalayan salt room.
I liked that.
That one. It was literally, for my entire life, there was that thing of like Russian spas, Turkish spas, all those old guys who are in spas or whatever, doing spa stuff. I never understood it. Like, why would you go in there and just sit?
No, you get it now.
I get it now. Like, and me and all my friends, that was probably the most electric thing to be around some of my closest girls. There was 4 guys.
Two girls, 4 guys.
2 girls, 4 guys.
No.
3 guys, 4 girls.
3 guys, 2 girls.
3 guys, 4 girls?
No, 2 girls, 3
1
guys.
guy. It was so electric, guys. I really have to say.
There's something about being in a bikini with your best friends that you should bottle that and sell that. I'd smoke that like it's crack.
I'd smoke that like it's crack because I'm
you're
addicted to that already.
You're like in a hot tub and you're just like,
and then
that.
And there's other groups of friends, and you guys are like lightly talking,
like, chatting with each other.
Like you guys do like little it's kind of cold, right? You'll be fine. Yeah, we get.
It's fun. It's like real watering hole vibes.
It is, and I just understand. I understand now.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. It is about just like relaxing.
And you don't have your phone, and you're just staring at wood, and you're like, oh yeah.
Because there's something I hang out with a lot of girls, and there's something that girls do that I don't like.
What?
Be a lady? No.
No. I don't like when they talk. I guess.
Like, ow,
it's shrill.
No, whenever we go to a beach or something, like girls love to just like lay down. I'm like, we came to this beach. Let's play frisbee. Let's go jump in the water. I'll throw you into a wave.
This is the most boy I've ever seen you be.
Do
you dig a hole?
I love digging holes and burying my friends.
We're trying to tan. We have tanning oil on, and Zach's trying to bury me and make me look like a mermaid. I'm like, stop.
I'm trying to half bury you to make a sand sculpture to make you look like a mermaid. Okay.
This is your straight boy coming out.
Sorry, my moon isn't straight. My Mars isn't straight.
One time we were in the ocean. Zach and I were in the ocean. I'm just trying to go in there so my skin clears up. Let's let it be known. And Zach is picking up my body and throwing me head first into waves over and over. I'd be like, and he'd be like, ah! Like
I am playing wall ball with Gabby's body. Yeah. I am fucking slamming it into this water. The ocean is throwing it back. You know what I mean? I'm catching it. It's a fun game.
Hey, I have a question. Are you doing, this is a self-care question. Have you been doing these cold showers that everyone's really into?
Cold showers? I do whenever I'm in trouble. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Like whenever I'm like extremely tired or like I'm like hungover or sick or like
accused of murder.
Yeah, to describe it as when I'm in trouble and then you're like, yeah, I don't feel like you don't feel good.
Like when I'm wanted. Yeah, I'm like.
No, when I hear sirens coming towards.
Like, I gotta get in the cold shower so we don't get.
Well, I should do more cold showers, but like I feel like I just like they are uncomfortable.
They're very in right now. I follow this one model who's is dumb as a rock, but then she does these little videos where she does little graphics to cold showers, and it's like good for your lymph nodes or whatever the fuck that is.
I bet it's good. I mean, I don't take very hot showers because I read once that it makes your sperm count go down, and like, why do I care about that? But oh my god, guys, what? I don't know. I did this sperm study.
Oh my god, I can't.
I did this sperm study recently.
We're at 40.
Okay, this will be really quick.
Almost 45 minutes.
It was a study of 100 different guys in Brooklyn, and I was number 2 in I have like of sperm
Who's
count.
number 1?
The girl's boyfriend, which I'm like, you lied.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie. She's like, my boyfriend's number 1, and you're right behind him.
She's like, it's you, and then it's Rudy Giuliani, and that's. Wait, you okay?
So I have an extremely high sperm
with your
count.
Sperm count.
It's a thing for men.
Is it?
Like, I'm sure girls all talk about like how many eggs you guys still have, right?
I've maybe one left.
Not until a certain age do I think women start engaging with their eggs. I think we're on the cusp.
Yeah, I think it's closely happening,
but not through our 20s generally, unless like there's a history of egg problems.
I want one of Gabby's eggs, and I'm getting it.
I told you could have it. My best friend, who's not Zach, my girl best friend, who's
you have a girl one and you have a boy one.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I have my college best friend and my high school best friend. I think that's the best way to put it.
Calling me a college best friend is kind of like a read, I feel like.
But that's where we met.
I know, but like I feel like I
don't only hang out with Becca when we're in a high school.
I know, but high school best friend is like, wow, we had a coming of age. It was like 16 Candles, the movie, or something like that. You know what I mean? College best friend is like, yeah, I see him at weddings.
Okay. Literally okay.
You have 10 seconds to fight it out.
I don't want to fight anymore.
I've said, we were just talking about this on the phone this morning, by the way, that you're my best friend and you're so much of my best friend that I have a business with you.
I know, you're right. I just was being a little stinker.
Literally. Okay. Zach and my other best friend, Becca, who's a best friend in a different way, are
your sun and your moon. You can't
They are very competitive, and this always happens when I bring one of them up. They both compete for me, which I literally love.
Remember when I called her 30?
Yeah. Okay. Zach knows that I went to high school with Becca same year, and he looked at her and he goes, I mean, you look really good for 30.
Genuinely?
Literally 26 at the time. She was like, oh, I'll never forget that. Big boy. But okay, ultimately she's pregnant. Married and pregnant.
That's amazing. I actually do love her.
She's
and I love her husband as well.
Yes, she's actively the craziest person I've ever met in my life. But
to be gorgeous and crazy and smart
is so incredible.
And with child
now. And she said she kept like canceling plans, and I was like, what's going on? And then finally we had dinner, and she told me, and she's like, I couldn't see you because if I didn't get a drink, you'd be like, you're pregnant. Like, she's never not pounding booze.
Yeah.
So she literally had to wiggle her way. Whatever. It is very insane though to have someone you've grown up with who is married and pregnant, whereas I am no such thing.
No such thing. You're planning a life with your gay best friend.
Literally.
Oh my god.
I mean, my apartment looks amazing, but that's like really it.
No, that's your baby.
That is my baby, my new tree.
Aw, well, we are reaching that time where a lot of people are sort of like, I would say in our generation, maybe it's the people we hang out with are having kids less.
Well, we're in entertainment, and famously, that means we're like all frat boys till we're like 39.
And like everyone who moves to New York City, like they're probably not going to be the ones who have kids early.
As a child, we moved here at 18.
Yeah, like, and we're going to see this through. And then, like, I'll maybe have a kid. I'm just so lucky when I'm a gay guy because I could have a kid at 50. You know what I mean?
You're so lucky when you're a gay guy.
I'm so lucky when I'm a gay guy because if I have a kid at 50, everybody would be like, "Okay, young dad vibes."
Yeah, wow.
I'd be like,
I'm gonna have one late. I'm gonna be like, it's like what's her name? Hilary Swank. You know what she's doing right now?
Yeah, she's like in her 50s, and I think she's having twins.
She's having twins in
Inside
her
her?
50s.
Yeah, she's carrying them.
I looked at a picture of that and I said, "That's unnatural. That looks crazy."
And then you're not supposed to do that.
Whatever. I'm gonna do it.
It's possible.
Yeah, if you're fertile.
You are higher risk, but she seems to be a fertile myrtle.
A fertile myrtle.
Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna be like, people are gonna see me pregnant and be like, "Oh my god."
It's so awkward that your body's like at 20. It's like, do it now. Do it now.
Now's the time.
My mom did that when she was like 19 to 25, sort of rapid fire, had 3 kids.
But it's smart because now she's like young, still young, and living her damn life and doesn't have to worry about you guys. I should have had a kid when I was like 14.
I actually worry about that because
I literally, to be clear, didn't have sex till I was 18 years old.
I just feel like I worry about that because, like, I like that my mom is young, and my grandparents also had her when they were 20. So my grandparents are young, but like for me now, and then my brother had his kid at like 24. So it's like it's all sort of young families vibes. But now I'm gonna have a kid, and like if I have a kid at like 45 or 40, I want to do it at 37. That's my what
I like that. I like that.
36 or 37. I have to know the guy and be married to him by 34 or 35, or it's a wash.
34 is gonna be my best year, so I'm assuming I'll probably get pregnant end of 35.
Oh hell yeah. But
36.
By the time
37.
That's fine. But like if we go into like 40 territory, then when the kid is 10, I'll be 50.
That sucks.
And that sucks. And then when they're 20, I'll be 60. That's a little much.
My dad's 60 now, and I'm 28.
Yeah.
And that feels okay. But he had us when he was 32,
well,
which is still young, though.
I would say that.
Yeah, that's what my dad had me, but my mom was younger.
It was the 90s. You could do anything. You could
you
have a
just popped
full
out
house.
babies.
You could have a full house in a shed, okay? Like back then, and a kid.
Yeah, you barely had to feed your kids back then, it feels like.
I feel like, yeah, they just gave us like what? Formula and Dippin' Dots, and then that was it? Like,
because we had no way of catching them in anything. We had no phones. We had no way of recording our
You're
meals and being
abusive.
like, my mom only gave me chips tonight. Like, there was no way of like recording and presenting that as proof in a court of law.
Yeah.
Now, they just would have to believe our spoken word, when would you ever believe a child?
No, my mom was quite a good cook. I was raised on whole milk and steak, so
oh my
she
god,
would like slap a steak and like throw it at us, and like, and she would eat like peanuts.
yeah,
she's fine.
She's skinny.
We do have to start ending today's
No.
episode. Do you want to end it with I can tell you who the surrogate of the week is?
Yes.
Okay. So I chose the surrogate of the week
Hell
this
yeah.
week. And it's, I don't know her last name, but it's Allie, who left you a comment on YouTube.
Allie.
Because we are putting these episodes up on YouTube. So go and watch it on YouTube.
Go ahead and go on YouTube.
She left this comment. I'm going to read it.
Oh my god.
She says, obsessed with the new studio. Also, everyone go sign into the Patreon now or else.
Hell yeah.
Threaten them.
Because the girl jail Hunger Games had me cackling my tits off. Love all 3 of you. So she's pregnant now.
She's
Allie.
Allie.
Wait, you listened to it?
We're literally, what's it called? Roulette?
Gobsmacked.
No, what's it called? Russian roulette, where everyone comes in a cup, and then it's like what happens with the gangbang.
Help.
Gabby, stop.
Gabby, this is a positive moment. What's going
What are you doing right now?
No.
Allie, we're so sorry.
Allie, Allie. We're gonna gangbang you.
No.
Allie, I'm so
I
excited.
know you meant like we'll see what happens and whose kid it is.
Yeah, but it's called roulette.
Only one of us is a guy. We're gonna know. Okay, like
Comment now if you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, maybe if you guys mix your eggs in too. I don't even know how it works.
We'll scramble them.
Yeah.
Over easy.
Over easy.
Allie.
I like over medium, honestly, at our age, over medium. Allie, thank you so much. We love you so much. You're the mother of our child.
I literally
thinking of you.
I'm thinking of you. Thank you for listening to the Girl Jail Hunger Games.
And if you are listening to this podcast and you want to know what the literal fuck Allie is talking about, you have to go on our patreon.com/podcast.
Because think about it, her tits are off.
Her tits are off. She's literally, and imagine, all I want in this life is tits, and she threw hers away
because she was laughing so hard.
laughing so hard.
So get into it.
The Girl Jail Hunger Games is now up on Patreon. Join it, $5 a month. That's nothing. That's less than a latte in this economy.
In this world, at these fucking coffee shops, they love to charge me $9 because I get a coffee and I also get an almond croissant.
Okay, that's a meal. That doesn't count.
And this week's Patreon will be up, and it's going to be, we have new inductees into Girl Jail and Girl University.
I think it has to be behind a paywall when we do Girl Jail because it's so toxic.
It is so toxic.
We tear people down and we don't hold back.
But we also raise people up. Let it be known that
we
this
do.
is a
and you're going to raise some people up to this week. There's
Yes.
going to be, we have some Girl Universities happening this week.
We have both.
We have
We
Girl
have both.
Universities and we also have the newly minted
Girl High.
Girl High. Introducing Girl High.
Girl High School.
So we're actually creating a cinematic universe. And the only way that you could really plug into that is to join our Patreon. We've talked about in the past, and now we need a little bit of money to buy Zach his almond croissants. So
I know,
please.
and if you keep around, you know how like in shows that are about like a high concept, like Our Girl You is.
Yeah.
Then in like season 3, you get one glimpse at Boy You. Okay, or Boy Jail. Boy
Jail.
Boy Jail
Well,
is just jail.
Talk about gangbang.
This week we are inducting our first boy into either.
Everybody knows that girls and gays go to Girl U or
Yeah.
Girl Prison or Girl Jail. Or
We
Girl
would never
Center.
dare put a gay into Boy Jail or Boy U. That's not where they go. That's
Well,
not where
depends
they
on their
belong.
crime.
That's true. Okay.
It depends on their crime.
Zach's speaking for his people.
Okay, it depends on their crime. I could see some things I do that would get me thrown in regular jail, boy jail.
Regular jail. Okay, so go on our Patreon. Also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at La Podcast Podcast.
Wait, wings?
We'll get there.
Oh, sorry. I talked over a woman.
Literally Boy Jail crime.
Boy Jail.
Boy Jail. Go. Follow me at Gabby as Brian. Follow Zach at Quack Wacko. Follow Lizzie at Lizzie the Rock Stewart. What else do we have to plug?
I just think you got to subscribe and leave a comment.
Oh, and please leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. We love those and we need those.
We've had a lot of news on our guys. Our Apple thing got corrupted, our Apple podcast, but you guys have been such amazing girlies for subscribing and getting our numbers up. And our producer, Lizzie The Rock Johnson, or Stewart, she's married The Rock.
Either
or. She informed us that a lot of the new subscribers are from, you guessed it, UK, England.
UK, England, Ireland, and Wales.
The other one. Guys, I don't know if you know this. Me and Gabby are Anglophile.
I'm obsessed with everyone from the UK. I love every single kind. I've had sex with all of you. I love you all equally, honestly.
In your honor, we will give wings to all of England today.
Yes. And also, wait, no, we can't just do England because then the Irish will be mad and then don't even start.
But when I say England, I'm everyone in the UK, even Ireland. I mean everyone with an accent. All right, sorry. Say
the UK.
Ireland's not
the
the
UK encapsulates all of what you want.
Even Ireland?
Wings. Even yes.
Okay, I want to go ahead and we're going to give wings to all of the UK right now.
Oh my God. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, an island nation.
Okay, an island nation that's not the Bahamas.
Okay, everyone, no one wants to bring it up, but you guys were the first New York City. You guys were the first New York City.
That's so true.
Okay.
And I will say, and this, I am saying this for the Irish and the Welsh right now, England is Midtown.
England is Midtown, and we are not going to bring up why you're the New York City today, because I'm giving you wings right now.
No.
We are not bringing up the big Navy thing that really was crazy.
You're the big part of New York, but you're Times Square, but you also have Broadway, England. So you are doing just fine.
You guys walked so America can run
right into
run. Guys, I want you to know that I'd be willing. Sorry, I'm getting so passionate because I love the UK.
I love the UK. I love guys from the UK.
Your tea time culture. I love that.
That is so true. You get to sit down and you have a tea and you have a little cucumber sandwich, which no one has ever even thought about doing.
No, a cucumber sandwich has never been made here. That is such a
white mom thing to do, where you're like, you're hungry, drink a glass of water and put a cucumber on a piece of bread or whatever.
I don't even know what a cucumber sandwich. It sounds gross, but I would eat it in England.
I really like that.
Okay, guys, I have to say that I've had a lot of friends who've traveled to England, and they say that you cannot leave the house in sweatpants. You need to be in the look, because everyone in England is serving a look. Everyone
in England is wearing a blazer during the day, and if that's not a young professional, if that's not someone who is serving sass and class, if that's not someone who has blonde hair with long shaggy bangs,
and I gotta say, I've met a lot of people on this little journey around the planet that I'm taking. Mm-hmm. Okay, on this little planet. I used to work in tourism in LA. Yeah, no one knows that. I used to work in tourism.
It's true.
I met a lot of people from all over the world, and I want to say one thing right now. I've loved every single person from the UK. I'm being honestly genuine. I would say
it's
Americans
true.
And people from the UK and sometimes some Australians were really cool. I love you guys. I've always been obsessed. Your castles, your architecture, every street is like a bunch of little rocks on the road.
The cobblestones.
That's what I
meant to say. Cobblestones.
I love everything you guys are doing, and I would give up my American citizenship, no problem.
Literally no problem. If an English guy just says hi to me, I'm throwing my passport into the Hudson. You don't get it. I want to be one of you. I want to wake up and it's raining, and I want to go outside and drink an Earl Grey with milk in it, which is a London fog. And I want to read a little book at like Harry Potter 1 or whatever you guys read. And I want to be sitting there in England and listening to everyone's accents. Harry Potter
over and over, baby.
Over and over till someone just goes, hello. And I'll go,
oh my God, I want to go rub my ass on one of those soldiers who can't move or talk, and I want to do it over and over. I want to kiss their neck, and I want to go to jail, baby. I want them to be like, finally break and be like, dude, you can't do this.
No, literally, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Mark our words, me and Gabby will move there.
We're really considering moving there, but ultimately we will be there this summer. So if you want us to come to England to do a live podcast or something such as this, a live show,
do our stand-up comedian comedy even,
please hit us up in the DMs and tell us where we should go.
And if you have a hot friend who plays rugby and he's gay and he just wants a little American spaz to cuddle to death, I want you to know I'm ready. I'm ready to finally accept that.
If you know an English guy who's actually straight or bi.
Gay.
What?
Straight, bi, or gay.
Straight, bi, or gay. I want you to starting a file. I want you to start a file.
Like a Google Doc.
A Google Doc of all these guys and all their links. I want their LinkedIn. I want their Instagram. I want their Finsta. I want their Gmail. I want all of it. And I want you to share Zach and I on that.
We'll give you our
Google
Gmails.
Doc. I'll give you my personal email.
No problem.
If you make that Google Doc.
Oh my God. And the only thing that could truly ruin me and Gabby's friendship is a really sexy bi British guy.
Literally fuck
who
me up.
fucks with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's toying with our heart.
That would really wreck this podcast. So if you hate the podcast and you want it to be destroyed.
If you're a hater, you know what to do. And
I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you, Lizzie.
Love you both.
I love all our listeners who are also not from the UK, but we do play favorites.
We play favorites in a big way.
And the UK is our favorite.
And if you want us to give your country wings, you're gonna have to get all your peers to like and subscribe.
You're gonna have to get. We're gonna have to see that on the map, on the podcast map.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see that in the analytics. All right, it's all about data.
If you're in Brazil, start spreading the word.
We love Brazil too, but we would choose England to live.
Yeah, but Brazil's probably cool. But
I mean, depends on how many
the
people
women are
reach
too
out.
hot there. I can't compete. I can't compete with Brazilian women. I could compete with English women. Because I look English, because I am.
I would say I am also English, like 75%. The 25%, don't make me say it, Mediterranean. I will make me say it.
Don't make me say it, Mediterranean.
Mediterranean, sort of like a mishmash of everything Italy and Greece.
Greece. Okay, and finally, bye.
Bye, guys.